had a lot of speakers return and come back to us and talk about issues like next generation energy. But the hot topics among the operators of, how do I start using AI and how can I improve my business, whether it's supply chain management or customer service, using these AI tools.
We just heard from a panel that actually talked into a telephone to find out what are the financials for his company and what are the indicators of what things we should focus in on to drive results. How impactful is that to be able to act in that manner real time, being at a conference at Lake Oconee and running your business?
It's a great networking event. I'm really impressed with the companies and the CEOs and the people who show up at it. I mean, the real titans of industry, and then you have private equity. So it's a great cross-section, and for a law firm like ours, it's a great way for us to network into that group.
I can learn something from someone in a totally different space. And I can also see that the challenges they're facing are very similar. And so how can we kind of leverage our collective understanding to come up with new and different ways of thinking?
How are we challenging ourselves as business owners or those supporting businesses to really continue to innovate and hold our teams accountable to a higher level of standard to continue to grow and expand? So you walk away with very practical advice as well as opportunities to dig deeper into some of the bigger strategies that may be a bit more daunting to implement, but you've got great partners through Cherry Beckert as well as Regions and some of the other sponsors to really help you through that.
Hearing from the CEOs that have, put these tools in place was fantastic. And then the Internet of Things session and Skyplug, everybody seeing, what the future of lights is going to be like. It's going to listen to us. It's going to, put out fires. It's going to measure carbon monoxide, all these things. I think it just gets everybody's wheels turning. And then it leads really nicely into, let's really talk about innovation.
It's often very hard just to get your head around, like, what does this mean? What does it mean for me? Where do I get started? And it often comes down to just building the courage to take that first step, right? And so I don't need to have the full solution or the entire vision in mind just yet, but I need to have enough to take a leap of faith.
Always think big, put a big ambition, try to dream a world where you do something really unique, but start small. What is a minimum viable step? Some, I think, very famous philosopher said, 1,000 miles trip starts with a single step.